think everything is set up as well as it's gonna be. I'm back after a little bit of a noon break, or early afternoon rather. Doing some household stuff, but I am extremely eager to get back into MSQ. Without further ado, what's up, Wuklamut? Wuklamut thinks it's time to gather her allies for the road ahead. I still haven't... Oh, let me put on my glasses actually. It's being a little fuzzy today. I still haven't had one bite of Namika's food thanks to Papa's nonsense, so I'm gonna go back to finish my plate before I head out. I've otherwise asked everyone to meet at the Forard cabins. Come and join us when you've had a moment to recover, eh? Immediately. Is what that sounds like to me. Await your companions and continue with the rite of succession? Yeah. The fact that I was given a confirmation box for that is a little sussy. Especially considering I didn't also get like a lot of cutscenes are about to play in succession. So, no, we'll see. We'll see. Oh, right. We're escorting this asshole. That's rude. He's very nice. I shouldn't call him an asshole. But this guy. Sorry to keep everyone waiting. Is that it? You're all set to go? I left Eorzea prepared to travel in search of work, so I had few belongings to begin with. Bidding farewell to my fellow artisans took rather a lot of time, however. Again, I appreciate you making this commitment, Fonjontan. Shall we depart for Earthenshire, then? Oh, a word before you go. Is this our eccentric historian? Or, not historian, but culture guy? I believe it is. Wukavu, what are you doing here? I spend my days correcting manners, and here I am, perpetrating the grave offense of delaying the third promise's departure. Please take up your axe and rend my flesh onto taco meat. Must your demands be so gruesome? Besides, I told you that kind of thing doesn't bother me. Okay. Alright then, I won't let it bother me either. What was that all about? Oh yeah, you haven't seen him. I'd come to the city to purchase supplies when I spotted your entourage getting ready to leave. You seek the City of Gold, if I'm not mistaken. Oh yeah. You've heard the word now. That's right. It's the final step of the rite of succession. If you know anything about the subject, I'd love to hear it. And allow me to be of service. As you know, legends of the Golden City have been passed down in Tyrol for 1,000 years. Yet, when it comes to describing the place itself, the stories do not always agree. Some portray it as one might expect, a glittering metropolis of golden towers. Others suggest it is more unassuming and owes the name to a fabulous treasure hidden at its heart. Every telling, however, has a common thread. Those who go in search of the Golden City do not return. The lesson to be learned from this third promise is that to seek the legend is to court death. I must implore you to proceed with utmost care. That is all I wish to say. I shall pray for your safe journey. Interesting. Thank you, Wukavu. What are we to make of these cautionary tales? If every expedition has ended in tragedy, how then did the Dawn Servant find the city and return without incident? Well, we don't know that it was without incident. We don't know that for a fact. It seems the legend originated with the Yok Huy. Speaking with them remains her strongest lead, I feel. A lead we shall follow in time, but first let us see Fongentin safely into the Moblin's care. Yes, let us do so. Meanwhile, in Kozumoku,
finding a willing artisan was even easier than expected. Many indeed are eager to curry favor with the Resilient Sun, especially if it means sharing the promise of new territories.
Those who prove useful will have all the land they desire.
Such generous words, yet the manner in which he speaks them.
yeah, it doesn't go along with his, like, philosophy of, like, war is horrible, therefore I will show them war. You would almost think that he would scorn those who support him so willingly, because they're kind of spitting in his ideals. I don't know. I'm still not sure what makes this man tick.
If neither wealth nor territory are of value, wherefore does he seek to bring the world to heel?
Hello?
Step aside.
Remind me. There was no rule against poaching craftsmen from other claimants. Was there?
Do not be foolish, Bakul Jaja.
Foolish would be carrying on with these dull feats when all I need to win are the keystones. And besides, it's long past time I humble this arrogant one-head. The Dawntrail may have sired you against all odds, but there is nothing blessed about your birth. Only a two-head is fit to rule. Only we are worthy. Draw your weapon! Face me in battle, and learn your place.
I'm actually curious to see which one of these two has the most prowess.
A moment, first promise. Leave him alive, if you would. I foresee a use for this nuisance.
Too scared to make the first move? Then allow me!
Damn. No contest, huh?
But he's just a runt.
My thanks for your restraint.
I can kill him whenever I please.
So the real physical threat is Zeral. Good to know.
Your part in this is far from over.
We're back, and we brought with us a willing potsworn. This is Fonjantin, a talented goldsmith who once worked for Esteim's Aesthetics in Ulda. Wonderful, impressive. You are first to return, Third Promise. And with an artisan from across the salt, no less, we welcome you and your unique skill to Earthenshire. Helphand will show you to the workpot. This is it then. I look forward to hearing you proclaimed Dawn Servant. Thank you, Fonjantin. I'll be sure not to disappoint you. My stupid ass just tagging along in these cutscenes. The two little pictomancers in the back. You have met the requirements for the Feat of Pots. Ready Rock presents your keystone with joy, smiles, and well-wishing. What does that make? 3? I think. We're well on our way. Very nice. That makes 3. More potsworn candidates. Come, tell Red Rock your tales. All of us made it except Bakul. Another feat accomplished, another keystone acquired. Oh ho ho ho, you are doing well. I expected nothing less from Zeral Jah's esteemed siblings. Your cleverness in particular is most admirable, Second Promise. We must have you apply that Charlian knowledge you so cherish and arm Tyral with weapons of Magitech design. Shit-eating grin. In your role as the new Dawn Servant's chief advisor, of course. The tools of war hold no interest for me. I wish only to improve our nations through practical innovations. Foreign powers will think twice about testing our strength once Tulilal is known for its advanced technology. Just as the Garlean Empire was deterred from invading Charlian. That may well be true, but how long will it take Tulilal to progress to this advanced state? In how many years? With a collective commitment to education and hard work, it should not take so very... Your way is too slow. Easier to expand our territory and swallow Charlian whole. Conquer other nations through force of arms, and you're looking at a future of uprisings and bloodshed. Yours wouldn't be the first failed empire. Then we keep fighting, until the mounting costs convince them to lay down their weapons, until all have grown tired of loss. How would such an outcome bring anyone joy? What you propose is a mockery of peace. Wow, we're having a full-on forum here. Red Rock is reminded of days long ago. In the time before Tulilal, there were no pot pacts for the potsworn. It was normal to grab-snatch artisans and force them to work for mobbies. Until the day Gulal Jaja arrived. The families of the grab-snatched pleaded with him, and so he came to Earthenshire. Mobbies are not a war-make people. We fear death had come for us, but Gulal Jaja just wanted to talk. Be at ease. We are here to trade words, not blows. The gold work crafted in this village is superb. One can tell at a glance the quality of materials used, the mastery of technique employed. Yet it does not stir the heart. A goblet shaped by bound hands and broken spirit is devoid of luster. Compare that now to the works of a joyful artisan. She pours her very soul into her creations, and they shine like newly risen sun. Have you not seen this to be true? And so began custom of good living. Happy potsworn make good works, and good works make mobbies happy. Golul Jaja's words were wise. Joy smiles did indeed bring fine craft and much jingly shine. So the head of reason was behind the forging of pot pacts. Yes, reason and cleverthink changed Mobby's way of life. The first promise tires of your talk of olden days. He would rather look to the future and the next feat. That shit-eating grin. We should be getting on as well. But cool Jaja never did come back, did he? True. Do you have a moment, third promise? Rakarok would repay you for hand-helping with Kai. He brings a tale of the Golden City. Oh. Really? I'd love to hear it. The towers, the streets, all fashioned from gold. Everywhere you look, every splendor you can imagine. The young, the old, and everyone in between, they live in golden happiness, a city of eternal bliss, forever perched above the clouds. Above the clouds? Ayo, okay. Everything fashioned from gold, eh? And just imagine everyone living in golden happiness. Now that's a city I'd like to visit. Excuse me, Rakarok, where did you hear that particular tale? From our longtime Yok Huy friends. They live up in the mountains in Urkopacha. Oh, the giants again. Seems everything is pointing us their way. This feat and everything leading up to it has taught me much about the Moblin way of life. I'll be sad to leave Earthenshire and your joy smiles behind. It's on to our next destination, then, I suppose. What do you have to say, Kral? The stories describe a place of boundless happiness, but also rife with dire warnings of seekers who did not return. What are we to make of this? Yeah, we have some stuff to ponder, for sure. Right, we should go and see the giants next. Agreed. Golden mysteries notwithstanding, their village is featured prominently in the saga and is not to be ignored. The Urkopacha Highlands should be easy enough to reach from here. If we leave Earthenshire from the west, there's a road which leads up to the mountains. Let's find that first. Can do. I thought we would see the other half of these zones at a much higher level, but it seems like we have full access to them very early on, which I kind of prefer. It makes Fates kind of a mess when they make a zone like level 90 to 91 and level 97 to 98, like split in half. It makes things a bit of a mess to explore. I'll grab flying privileges here later. Back on the road. Looks like the trail is going to be steep from here on in. I hope everyone is ready for some climbing. Third promise. I'm glad I caught you. Red Rock asked me to bring you back to the village. She says there's something she forgot to give you. Huh? Something other than the keystone? Yes, an item of great importance, or so I was told. It shouldn't take long, if you would please follow me. I wonder what this is all about. Well, no need for everyone to come. I'll be back in a little while. I do not trust. Mostly because of the music, but I do not trust. We wait. This is taking quite a while. Just keep waiting for now, I suppose. I can't help but feel like this is a Cool is gonna rob us of our tablets or something. Perhaps there were complications? Well, let us wait a little longer. This is getting a little ridiculous. Did she get lost on the way back to find us? But how? There's only one road. I wouldn't underestimate Wuklamat's sense of direction, or lack thereof. Fortunately, she has a link pearl. Let's see what's keeping her, shall we? Yeah, this doesn't bode well. She's not responding. Perhaps we should all return to Earthenshire. It was a Ridderrock who had business with her, yes? Alright, let's see what's up. What level are we on? 92, still. I'm expecting there to be another dungeon or trial, possibly. At 93. So I'm on the lookout. I do really like how this settlement looks. It's a very fun vibe. Where's our girl? Yeah, I thought so. I had a hunch that she was not involved at all, even. Back again so soon. We've come looking for Wuklamat. Did you not send someone to fetch her? Ridderrock did not. Neither has she seen the third promise since you were last here. Then who was that man who came for her? Oh, I thought you'd left already. Where is Lamachi? Is she not with you? You don't know where she is? How could you let this happen? That thou shouldst worry for thy sister is understandable, yet rather than assign blame, thine energies are better spent on locating her. will help you search. This is not how I'd wish a fellow claimant to lose the contest. My sister, least of all. In that case, dividing our forces will allow us to cover more ground. BBQ and I should work together, at least. The better to facilitate communication between our groups. Fair enough. And the rest of us will split up. Report in should you find anything. Right. We'll be on our way as well. Right, keep in touch. Come, we should begin our search. Yes, we should. What are your thoughts, Quana? Quana is anxious to begin the search for Wuklomet, understandably. If Lamati was returning to Earthenshire from the west, then she should have passed through here, except Redderrock swears she didn't see her. In which case, 'tis entirely possible that Lamati never made it back to the village at all. The only way to be certain is to ask the sentry stationed at the opposite entrance. True. Good point. We will do so. Hello. The third promise. Mobby has been standing at his post with diligent eye watchings. He has seen no claimants pass this way. What of Tanawata, with brightly colored hair? Mobby knows something of this one. He heard tongue flaps about a Pelu peddler in Many Fires, who was attacked by a crazy hair bandit on the road. A bandit, you say? Thank you, you've been most helpful. Oh, Bakul has definitely employed bandits to steal the stones. My sister is clearly not here, though I wish it were otherwise. We must consider the possibility that the Tonawatan messenger and the brigand described by the sentry are the one and the same, and that Lamati is in very real danger. Come, let us hurry to Many Fires. I'd like a word with this peddler, should they still be around. Let's do so. Oh, let's teleport. That is quite a distance. What is up? Was there something I could help you with? I'm told that you were the victim of a bandit attack. Could you recount exactly what happened? My goodness, I thought I recognized you. I'll tell you everything I remember, second promise. It was that scoundrel Wokeza who ambushed me. You know the name of your attacker? There's no mistaking that hair. All my peddler friends have stories of that notorious bandit leader and his predations. Wokeza and his gang will stoop to any low for the sake of a few pal, and with no fresh quarry coming up the broken stairs, they've had to become more creative. Little wonder he went after Lamati. He likely thinks to ransom her for a royal sum. I expect he'll soon make his demands, but I don't intend to wait. We'll find this villain first and deliver his deserved payment in person. What say you to a small deception? I will assume the role of a well-to-do merchant to lure Wokeza out of hiding. Then, when he comes sniffling about, we catch the rat by the tail. Sure. An excellent plan. And I have just the right garments for your disguise, at a specially discounted price, of course. A brush with bandits hasn't dampened your mercantile spirit, I see. Very well, I accept your generous deal. Oh, look at you. Handsome little rogue. Now we lay the bait. I will precede you into many fires to make my presence known. You follow on behind, boasting to those along the way how you paid me a hefty purse in exchange for a rare gemstone or some such. If Raukeza is as coin-hungry as they say, then a recently enriched peddler should be an irresistible mark. We let him strike, and then we spring our trap. Fair enough. Will probably work. Time to play our parts. Follow Kwana's lead and try not to fall behind. Sure. There, that's Shabral fellow. Share with him how happy your imaginary deal with me has made you. Once you've put on an appropriate display, we can continue to our next performance. Sure thing. Hey, buddy. I am happy. Can you imagine how happy I am? A rare gemstone from that Hetsaro merchant, you say? I envy the profit he must have made from such a sale. Since the stairs were destroyed, I have not been able to peddle goods at my usual haunts. Are you proud of me, Kwana? A good start, but I would make certain Raukeza is aware of me. Let's continue. That moblin over there looks amenable to conversation. The stage is yours, BBQ. We're gonna show him how happy we are once more. The Hetsaro sold you a sparkle stone for your collection. Well, that explains your giant joy smiles. Mobby is happy for your happiness. Mobby's also jealous of the merchant and all the jingly shine he must have made. You're so right. That should be enough, but perhaps one last act to drive it home. Sure. You say so. You see that cheerful Palu? Tell him the tale of your precious gemstone, and then we'll be done with this part of the charade. And nice to see a smiling face. Care to share the reason for it? I've heard nothing but mumblings and grumblings since that storm passed through. You have the cheery Palu's full attention. Play the role of a happy collector. Yeah. I forgot. I need to emote. That's my B. A passing peddler had the very gemstone you sought for your collection. What a stroke of luck. And I'll wager the merchant was just as pleased to fill his pockets with your grateful coin, eh? For sure. For sure. Well, I'm inspired to go and earn some pell of my own. Who knows, maybe the opportunity will find me, even as it found you. Bastard spotted. Ah, my most valued customer. The profit from that single purchase of yours should see me through weeks of idle leisure. Traveling with such a fat purse and no sellswords is tempting fate, so I shall make Earthenshire my last stop, and then return forthwith to Tulialal. Did you see? The rat has come for a nibble. Yes. I will paint a wiener upon him. You played your part to perfection, BBQ. A man of many talents, just as Thancred and Riange described. Now let us lure Wokeza out and spring our trap. Very good. Quana wishes to execute the final stage of his plan. Let us execute the final stage of the plan. I will set out towards Earthenshire alone and unarmed, the better to sell the act of a defenseless merchant. Assuming Wokeza is watching, he will likely wait for some quiet stretch of the road before accosting me. I'll be relying on you to follow closely behind, remaining hidden until the time comes to spring the trap on our bandit king. Just remember, we need him alive. Fair enough. I'll do my best. We're being so sneaky. I mean, it helps being a Lalafell in cases like this. Like, there's plausible deniability that you can't see me through, like, the vegetation. If I was in a Lazen here, I feel like it would feel very different. Ooh, there we go. I hear business has been good to you, Master Merchants. How about you share some of the profits? And by some, I mean every coin you have. Would be funny if I just bailed. Hello, I will paint a wiener on you if you don't watch out. You're that gemstone collector. Oh, I see what this is. We've been tricked. Spit in your eye. Men, kill these Vidral. Okay, good luck. Slippery vermin. We'll have to interrogate his underlings instead. If you would be so kind, BBQ, pray leave them capable of speech. Again, I'll see what I can do, no promises. Just a moment while I prep my ideas. Yahoo! I did it. Easy. I was hoping to talk with your boss, but I suppose you three will have to do. Wait, that's the second promise. What do you want with us? Think I'm scared of a fancy title? Think I'm scared of a fancy title? I'll take your royal ears as a trophy, as soon as I get free of these ropes. Okay, good luck, idiot. I know your gang is behind my sister's abduction. Tell me where she is. Eat a pack of shit, salt lover. You'll get no answers from us. That's right, we don't serve you. Do not play games with me. Where is Wuklamat? Damn, dude can be fucking forceful when he needs to be. I am fast losing patience. Talk now or die. The choice is yours. We were hired to nab the third promise, that's all. We don't know where they took her. Who is they? We weren't told that either. Only Wakeza knows. He's the one who took the job. Well, it seems we need their leader after all. Once I've arranged for the Landscar to take custody of these criminals, I'll call on Thancred and his tracking skills. But perhaps you could pursue Wakeza in the meantime. The bandit was running in an easterly direction. Should you locate him, I suggest you shadow him rather than force a confrontation. He might lead us to where Lamati is being held. For sure. Why do I feel like the next group encounter is gonna be against Bakul? But we'll see. Survey. Bastard spotted. Follow Wakisa from a distance. The objective will end in failure if you are noticed or fall too far behind. Alright. Finally, my money. Give it to me now. The Landsguard may be hunting us already. Calm yourself. We had our own troubles finding a suitable hideaway. Right. We're finished. Take your prize and leave me out of the rest. Such hostility. You were hurting for coin and I offered you a gainful employment out of the kindness of my heart. Kindness? You brought a blackened tempest upon us. One look and I could tell that man was a killer, a butcher, a salted devil in the flesh. Oh, spare me your fearful bleating. Go on, scamper away before this scary mercenary comes to claim your head. Quana told me the news. You found the abductor then. What's the situation? And you think the bandits were hired by this Hubigo? Alright, new strategy. Forget Wakeza and stay on the Mamulja's tail. We don't want to endanger the third promise, so keep your distance until we're certain they have her. I'll catch up to you as soon as I'm able. Oh my god, we're doing more? More Metal Gear Solid shit? Yeah, we sure are. God damn it. Okay. Easy. I mean, he only like turned around once, so... God, those giant seals look so fucked up. Whose boat is that, though? Ours? I guess it has to be.
Better late than never. That Mamulja. He's the one who kidnapped Wook Lamart. So we're still unsure. If we can follow him a bit longer, confirm his connection to the abductors. That will complicate matters.
I mean, we can swim, maybe.
Confound it!
This is the most nerd thing he could possibly
If I
say.
set out now, I can trail them along the riverbank.
Do it!
Even if it costs you the contest.
What worth is the throne if I lose my sister to win it?
See, this dude's got the right spirit. I know I've said that already, but...
Very well then. I'll send word when I locate her. Till then, I suggest you save your strength. A rescue attempt could turn ugly.
That Hubigo just now. I swear I've seen him with Bakul Jaja. Knowing the way that monster works, he probably hired bandits to kidnap her so he could steal her keystones. But even alone, my sister is more than a match for a gang of untrained ruffians. She must have been ambushed or deceived. Gah! I should have been there! If those bastards have hurt her!
Damn, this boy can fit some rage in him. Be patient. Trust in Thancred. Losing our temper here.
Trust him, but
It won't avail us.
forgive me. Snapping at you won't get my sister back. I'm afraid I've always been like this when it comes to Lamachi. The thought of her being in danger sends me into a panic. But isn't that how families should be? These days, Turali Mikote live however they please. But the clan into which I was born kept to the nomadic traditions of our ancestors. They herded their own neck across the plains, always moving with the seasons. During one such migration, my birth parents left me behind. A child. All alone. Without a single word of explanation. A chance encounter with a kind Pelu merchant was the only reason I survived. Taking pity on me, he taught me his trade that I might fend for myself. I became a stallkeeper in Tuliyolal's market. And that is where the Dawn servant found and adopted me. I had already been in the palace some time when Lamachi came to join us. Like me, she had been cast aside by her parents. I knew the pain of solitude and wanted to spare her that suffering. As this tiny child's new brother, I swore I would always be there for her.
It's very sweet.
So, as you might now understand, I will stop at nothing to rescue her. While we await word from Thancred, I suggest we prepare ourselves to travel downriver. You have a boat, yes?
Well, we had a boat. Well, we still have a boat. Just...
Why release the Panity if not to delay pursuit? If we were unsure of their guilt before, then this surely proves it. Before we act, however, let us regroup with your comrades. Would you mind making the call?
Sure. Ring ring.
Understood. We'll meet you at many fires.
We just have to make a rescue plan. It's that simple. I may have put rescuing Lamati ahead of my own progress, but do not take that to mean I've given up on the contest. You understand how important she is to me, yet regardless of how close we were, I would have made this same choice. After all, if I'm incapable of saving my sister while also winning the throne, then I am not fit to inherit our father's heavy mantle. It's a noble way of looking at it, I suppose. Quana wishes to gather your companions for the upcoming rescue mission. We need to gather our forces. Firstly, allow me to brief everyone on our present situation. Blah 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 blah. Thus, at the very least, we believe this Hubigo knows where Lamati has been taken. Thancred is shadowing the boat even as we speak, and I should like to join him with all haste. Unfortunately, our quarry had the foresight to release your Punuti from its harness, leaving us without a means to give pursuit. Aaronville, as an expert on wildlife, what are our chances of recapturing the beast? Slim to none. With the right mix of feed, it can be done. I should like an extra hand to help scatter it about, however. Would you accompany him, BBQ? BBBS, I will. Meanwhile, the rest of us should work on getting the harness repaired. It appears to have been damaged when the Punuti was let loose. With all the peddlers here in camp, we should have little trouble purchasing replacement materials. As for any necessary metalwork, Earthenshire's artisans are but a short walk away. Then let us divide the tasks and have at it. Let's go. Hi, Aaronville. There was an unusually aggressive herd of wild Punutis downriver, so our girl will have fled in the opposite direction. Come, we'll try the waters upriver. Sure. What level are we rocking? 92 still. Can't be much longer now, I imagine. But perhaps. What do I know? These huge anteaters are kind of fucking scary. Oh. Assuming our Punuti has come this way, she'll be hiding in the depths of Marsh Ligaka. We'll need to lure her back to the shallows with the promise of food. Wild Punutis eat mainly aquatic grasses and plants, but the tame ones are often fed vegetable scraps. Knowing this, I added leftovers to the feed I've prepared. This should help the mixture stand out against the marsh's natural scents. Ligaka is crawling with predators, however, so I'll leave it to you to scatter the feed deeper in. I'll be waiting for you near the shallows with the rest of your Punuti's enticing feast. Sure thing. Oh me. Going all the way downriver. Or upriver, it would seem. My bad. That's a Fate boss if I've ever seen one. Say, oh no. Alright, we've arrived. Just in case this spawns any monsters. Prepare my motifs. Spread some feed. You scatter Erinville's Punati feed along the water's edge. And another. Now let's check in with Erinville. How are we doing? All set. I've just finished laying out the last of the bait. Step back out of sight and leave the rest to me. Oh, is he gonna wrangle a seal? Or a manatee? I guess they're closer to manatees. Here she is. Shh, there's nothing to be afraid of. We just need help one last time. You're hungry, I wager. Come on, come with me. This is a big girl. Yes, there's a good girl. We'll be fine here, I think. I'll give her a few more treats and then lead her over to the boat. You can let Quana know we have our Punati back. Will do. Easy fix. I will take the liberty of teleporting. Hey, Quana. Erinville has the Punati in hand then. Good, I expected nothing less from a certified gleaner. As for the harness, we were able to purchase all the parts we need. The Levier twins are over in Earthenshire right now, having the Potsworn make the repairs. I'm told it shouldn't take long. We'll be ready to embark on our rescue mission as soon as we hear back from Thancred. Complete. Us getting an ether current from this quest leads me to believe we are done with the zone for MSQ purposes. Quana is nervously awaiting the call from Thancred. Thancred must know something by now. You found her? Understood. Thank you. I had but to invoke his name. Thancred followed the Hoopigo's boat to its destination and confirmed that they are indeed holding my sister captive. They, of course, being Buckwil Jaja and his minions. I swear I will make them regret this. Lamati is in Richleaf tunnels. The moment the harness is repaired, we strap in the Puniti and make our way back down Ihikatumu. Sure thing. Done deal. Oh, we're just jumping right into it.
Thancred.
The third promise is up ahead. She's unharmed, but we best not dally.
We're about to beat the shit out of these fools.
I spit on these pathetic feats. Far more satisfying to claim their baubles by force.
Give it back! Forzatan poured his everything into that stone. You've no right to touch it!
Oh, was that the name of your artisan? How could you allow something so precious to be stolen?
You
Dickhead.
thieving cheat! You're no true claimant!
What does that make the foolish kitty who fell into my trap? If pitiful roars were all it took to claim the throne, you'd be first in line.
Now, brother. You shouldn't tease her. Look, the poor thing's on the verge of tears. Meow. Someone save me.
Very cool. This is like playground level insults. Oh my god, you got shot in the head.
Did that?
His scales are as thick as his skulls.
Damn. Gun.
Coward! You dare ambush me?
Tis the blessed sibling's favorite tactic.
True.
That useless Bune was sycophant. He was supposed to keep the lackeys running in circles.
Oh, you must tell me all about that.
Careful now. You wouldn't want to hit her hostage.
I don't think this is solo duty though. We didn't get the like prompt. Oh no, we do get to fight. Maybe?
That one's not to be underestimated.
For sure, yeah.
They can do nothing while we have.
Typical Thancred move. Oh yeah. Oh, look at that. Now look at these two.
Impeccable timing.
She weighs twice as much as you. She's got like 2 heads on you and she's all muscle.
Aye, thanks to you.
Oh me. Dude got squished.
These weaklings think they can defy us? We'll slaughter the lot of them.
Yeah, you're cool.
Patience, brother. The keystone is ours. There is no need to fight this day. And Zoralja has left us hurting.
No!
True. Beat the shit out of you.
I won't stop until I gut these maggots and feed them their entrails.
Oh, I haven't seen 2 heads argue
If we
before.
fall here, we fail our siblings for nothing. Is that what you want?
No, brother. Break off! We retreat!
Wait! Damn you, Bakul Jaja!
The fuck is that power? The fuck was that sword flashbang?
Do we give chase?
We head back. Hamachi is safe. And that is what matters.
Yeah, sorry, we're 1 stone short now. Don't beat yourself up about it, Lamati. I don't know if I get to call her that. We'll stick with Lamat. Oh, I am glad to see you unharmed, Lamati. Thanks again for coming to my rescue, Kwana. And all of you too. Bakul Jaja must be desperate indeed to resort to such aggressive tactics. I shouldn't have been so careless. I underestimated him, and it cost me a keystone. Fonjantin upended his life so that I could accomplish the Moblin's feat. He believed in me, believed in my cause, and I've let him down. It's okay, we can steal it back, I'm sure. Just yoink it. So yeah, so we take back what was stolen. Yeah, just yoink it. Easy fix. We find him, we beat the shit out of him, and we take the stone back. Yes, we'll do exactly that. The next time I meet that brute, I'll knock him straight off his scaly behind and take back my keystone. Speaking of vengeance, didn't Bakul Jaja curse some useless Bunewa sycophant when he caught sight of us? A reference to Saril Ja, I would assume. He is devoted to our brother, and is the only Bunewa I know of participating in the rite of succession. If Saral Ja was somehow involved in this. I will never forgive him for putting our sister in danger. He will have forfeited his rights. I fumbled that one. But he's having a tantrum again. Ahem, Bakul Jaja should face punishment, of course, but so must the bandits who had the temerity to abduct Lamati. Okay, so I'm kind of ready to take this accusation at face value, but I don't think this was done at Zeral's behest. I think the advisor, this Zeral, I think his name was, I think he has his own sort of agenda. I think he's doing a lot of string pulling behind the scenes, conspiring with other parties to sabotage Zeral's enemies. Something Zeral probably wouldn't agree with on the basis of honor or something like that. So yeah, I think it's gonna get complicated, that relationship. I shall request that Father send a contingent of Lance Guard to enforce the law in this region. I agree that measures need to be taken to keep travelers safe, but I wonder what pushed these people towards a life of banditry in the first place. If we dig deeper, we may find a way to improve things for everyone. How very wise. Spoken like a true leader. 'Tis something to think about. For now, however, the rite continues. I thank you all for your help. We even got to cooperate for a brief moment. How quaint. We should be moving on as well. Are you feeling fit to travel, Wuklamat? You bet I am. Zeral just gained a good head start, but it's time we clawed back some lost ground. Agreed. Hey babe, what you got on your mind? Quana is the picture of composure and rationality, except when it comes to matters concerning Wuklamat's safety. Far be it from me to fault a brother for being protective, but still. Good point. I really am sorry this happened. From now on, I won't let my guard down around suspicious strangers. Spoken like a 10-year-old, kinda. And again, I do appreciate all you all coming to save me. Complete. Yahoo! We can now learn to fly here, if we so please. And it looks like we're going back to Urkupacha. Wuklamat has her sights set on the Yok Huy village, level 93. It begins. The road beckons, friends. Let's be on our way to Yok Huy. Then it's back to where the path through the mountain begins. You remember the spot where you were tricked into walking off with Wakesa? You're just gonna rub it in my face like that, eh? I wonder if he's raising my hackles on purpose, though. You know, trying to keep my anger directed at him instead of myself. Either way, we can't be standing around here all day. We have a lot of lost time to make up for. Well, that's surprisingly insightful of you. Let's teleport to Earthenshine. Sorry, Earthenshire. And then it's off to Urkupacha. Again, unlocking flight will be a project for offline Biku. I don't know if that's like a mouth harp, but I do like the sound. It is a like early 2000s PlayStation game kind of fucking sound. I couldn't leave without letting Redrock know what happened, so I stopped in Earthenshire to say a few words before moving on. And now Erenbill's nowhere to be seen. Oh yeah, didn't notice. Oops. Couldn't he wait a few more moments? Ah, so much for giving him the benefit of the doubt. Come, let's catch up. I want to know where that smug gleaner... I want to give that smug gleaner a piece of my mind. Sure thing. I'm worried Lukmat would agonize over the loss of her keystone, but it would seem that I had nothing to be concerned about. Onwards and upwards, then. Let's go. We get to see the high territory of Urkupacha. Wow. Busy, huh? Snowing? Wow, the mountain is still so distant. As I'm sure you've noticed, the air grows thin at this elevation. Take it slow until your body adjusts. Deep breaths, drink plenty of water. A few more steps and we'll be in Warlar's Echo. He just name drops as if we're supposed to know what the fuck that is. Oh wait, what the fuck? You look cool. Okay. Hey Gala, how you doing? Warlar's Echo. Alright. Alpaca Keep? Oh, what's up? Yeah, I want to see these giants. That's what they look like, I guess. Cool little guys. We're kinda climbing a mountain today. We've just arrived, so we'll see what our mission is here, but I'm sure we'll be able to deal with it, whatever it is. Phew, I think I'm getting used to the air up here. So this is the place from the Lay of Proof, where Papa met the Yok Huy. Oh, the Yord, an interesting looking fellow. Those are some big peepers. That must be them. I don't think I've ever actually seen one outside of a picture. So it is for most Turali. The giants rarely visit the lowlands. Here in their mountain fastness, they tend to the solemn duty they pledge to undertake in the Pact of the Dawn Servant. To watch over the Tural Vidral Valley Garmanda and maintain its prison within their temple. Ah, I think I can sense what our next duty is going to be. Ah yes, Wuklamat told us about the Tural Vidral, creatures that live for far longer than normal and awaken to strange powers. Indeed, yet even among these anomalies, Valley Garmanda is unrivaled in strength. It has endured for centuries, bringing catastrophe each time it emerges from its lair. As you learned in the Lay of Ice, the Gulol Jaja, it was Gulol Jaja at last who managed to imprison the beast, and it has lain dormant in the temple ever since. It's like frozen in ice? What is that at the top? I think it is ice. It said that the building still bears a gaping hole in the ceiling from when Valley Garmanda was lured inside by Gulol Jaja's final ploy. Ah, I see. I'd like to see the strongest of all Tural Vidral. I wonder what it was like to fight it. Orler's Echo was where both the Lay of Proof and Lay of Ice took place. We could earn 2 stones. Does this not suggest we'll be facing 2 feats this time? That's a question we can ask the Elector once we find him. Or maybe we should flush out Bakul Jaja first so I can beat the Keystone out of him. Let's find the thieving cheat. I feel like if we don't find him first, he's gonna take advantage of us again. Damn right. Now where to start looking? Ahem. Perhaps the feats should take precedence while we're here. I am sure there will be other opportunities to confront Bakul Jaja. I suppose we still have 4 keystones to earn, and no matter what we do, the contest will pit us against him sooner or later. Alright, let's seek out the Elector. Then I suggest we pay a visit to Karior Zar the Gracious, or so their temple is called. The Moblins told me that High Luminary Gerfurler is to be found there. Is that how all the giants are going to be named, the Yok Huy? Because that's going to make me chuckle. If we are to ask someone for information, then he seems a wise choice. If they all have like Swedish chef ass names, it'll put a big smile on my face. Alright. Tarafar. Actually, what do you have to say? Good morning and welcome to Borlar's Echo, home of the Yok Huy. I can scarcely remember the last time this village received visitors other than the occasional Pelu Pelu merchant. What do you do here? I'm glad I started talking to this dude. I love that he has 4 fingers. Me? Well, most days I make sure everyone in the village gets enough to eat. I have also been charged with welcoming outsiders, as there are scant few among us confident in their command of the common tongue. I do not think myself especially eloquent compared to my neighbors here, but please do forgive us if we mispronounce a word or two. What manner of place is this? Warlord's Echo, where the clattering of stone upon stone gave rise to a great mountain. It is where the Yok Huy began, and it is where we will one day end. Isolated as we are from the rest of Tyrol, ours is a homogeneous community. We seek only to live in peace with our ancestors and maintain the ancient stonework they have entrusted to us. Cool. High Chancellor Hinga Dinga Durgan, it do be kinda like that. No disrespect to the Yok Huy, of course, but they do be looking kinda gormless, don't they? Like, Yorzer is also a hell of a name. Alright. Let's see if I can convince the guards to let us through. I am Wuklamat, third promise of Tulialal, and I seek your elector for the right of succession. May I speak with Gerfurler? The High Luminary has granted admittance to the claimants. You may enter. Ah, that was easier than expected. In we go then. Sure. We're cooking. We're in. Gods, is that? Hi, Valigarmanda. Oh, hi. Bird. Serpents. Welcome. High Luminary Gerfurler. Damn, you look goofy as hell, and I like it. He is not... They hit me with one funny name after another. He is not here at present. I am Luminary Zermerwer. This is the Sky Ruin, Valigarmanda. It is. The Tyrol Vidral whose name has evoked terror since time immemorial. Even my people, who once conquerors of all beneath the sun, were as brittle leaves before Valigarmanda's tempestuous power. When the Sky Ruin descended upon Urkapacha 8 decades ago, the casualties were staggering. Had Gulul Jaja and his companions not intervened, we would have been slaughtered to the last. Big bird. Wow, even a fucking Pelu Pelu spellcaster. I don't think we've seen a Pelu Pelu like fit for battle yet. That's like an unknown thing to us. Same with the Moblin. Their titanic battle with Valigarmanda raged for 10 days and 10 nights. As their foe fought on, tireless and relentless, our heroes were pushed beyond their limits of their endurance. Thus did the Head of Reason concoct a desperate plan. Gulul Jaja tricked the Sky Ruin into losing control of its own ice magics, causing the unwitting Tyrol Vidral to encase itself in frozen ether. And it's been like this ever since. Nice work, Papa. But what happens if the ice ever melts? That same question looms large in our minds, for the magic sustaining this prison grows weaker with each passing year. Valigarmanda commands powers of fire and lightning and ice. Some believe that the violence of the recent storm was the result of those energies slipping free. That raging tempest from Valigarmanda. Setting future worries aside, you are come to attempt the feat of proof, yes? The High Luminary, chosen elector of the Dawn Servant, has left me with instructions for all aspiring claimants. You are to scour our forbidding mountains, and find the waiting Gerfurler. That is to be your challenge. The navigational quest. So the search itself is the feat. You've already spoken with my brothers, I take it. I have. Their expeditions are underway. Then we'd better pick up the pace. Oh my god, is dungeon number 2 also gonna be a rat race where we bump into them during the course of the dungeon? I kinda hope so. I really liked that about the first one. Aye, but we'll need a direction to search in first. Let's see what hints we can gather from the villagers. Uh-huh, uh-huh, uh-huh. Big bird. Little bird. Can't wait to fight it and its extreme version. Babe, how you doing? I sensed the recent expulsion of a great deal of ether from Velagarmanda's prison. The ice will hold for a few years more. But for a few years more, I fear. Yeah, she would be sensitive to that. God, Velagarmanda is enormous. I know Papa had friends with him. But it's incredible he could hold his own against that thing. Should its prison ever fail, though, we can't expect the old guard to come running. It'll be up to us to save the day. I'll take the silver piece, thank you. Feat of Proof. Alphina would share his strategy for information gathering. As we've just been informed, the Feat of Proof requires us to seek the High Luminary Gerfurler somewhere upon these mountains. However, if earlier feats are any indication, we must assume the challenge precludes the Yok Huy from answering our questions in a straightforward manner. Thus, I would ask that you pay close attention while attempting to divine Gerfurler's whereabouts. Though the giants may not give a precise location, there may be clues hidden within their words. Such is my theory, anyway. Let us see what we can discover. Sure thing. Let's talk to some goofy guys. First of which is here, and it is my good friend Yorgerwar. Holy Farlarder. I can't with these names. The High Luminary. No, I've not seen him today. Now let me ask you a question. That Shabral who came out of the temple earlier, was that really the third promise? She seems rather unimposing. How is she meant to succeed the mighty Gulul Jaja? Rude, but okay. Oh, hey Krell. How's your search going? From what I've seen of them so far, the Yok Huy seem a gentle and reserved people. Much like the Swedes. I see, we have much in common. Excuse me, what's your name? Burborlor? They keep one-upping themselves. Burborlor. Okay. Alright. Sorry, I have to talk to Burborlor. What is your story? You're the real protagonist. Hello there. In case you were wondering, I'm preparing medicine. It so happens that I am rather gifted with the delicate and precise process of alchemy. Should you ever be in need of succor, pray come and find me. Okay, cool. Doctor Man? How's your research going, Alphino? When you're finished asking around, we can meet back where we started. Yeah, boring answer. Zerferlar. Mm-hmm. Asking after the High Luminary as well, are you? I know not where to find him, but I do hope you have the opportunity to speak together. He is a great man, with a deep reverence for our traditions. These glyphs we carve, for one, he affords them as much value as any treasure we possess. They are records of lives lived. Your arrival too, I will etch into the stone, that the story of our meeting may endure for untold turnings of the sun. If you are curious about our ways, then I bid you visit Proof to the northwest of here. It is one of our grave sites. Cool. coming from another culture that historically etched history onto stone, I find this very quaint. Old fresh banana bread are they? Oh my god! I forgot about the existence of banana bread. I have to make some. Oh, that is now on my immediate to-do. I need to buy shit for that. I will say though, I successfully made a Budapest roll yesterday. Like fully constructed and garnished. Like depending on where you would take a cross-section, because it wasn't perfect everywhere, but depending on where you took the cross-section, it could have passed as being professional baking goods. I'm pretty dang proud of how it came out. If I can remember later, I'll show pictures or something, because it is that was a very fun bake. Atuliolan, no, you are from farther away than that, I think. As for the High Luminary, I can only guess where he might be. He is a warder of the Sky Ruin, but also keeper of the Sepulchres, and his duties often take him outside the village. So if we just learn what the traditions are in the Sepulchres, that would be a pretty good clue, right? Up we go. Reconvene with our friends. I wouldn't mind seeing some banana breads. That sounds pretty good. Might give me some inspiration for how to make my own. First things first, was anyone able to coax forth a definitive, definite, sometimes my English is just failing me, forth a definite location for the High Luminary? No. We have all failed in this regard. As expected, what then of clues or other hints that might point us in the right direction? I heard that in addition to his usual duties, Gerfurler is also charged with keeping the graves. Oh, that is what they mean by sepulchre. I forget what that word means sometimes. As did I. The Yok Huy sepulchres appear to hold a special significance in their culture. Also, I just noticed how fucking good this rock texture is on the ground. I don't know if that's a weird thing to notice, but it's damn well put together. But how would it would it be appropriate for us outsiders to enter into their burial grounds? Actually, wasn't it proof? Yeah, okay. Proof, you say, and he encouraged you to visit this place yourself. Yeah, exactly. Then let's go and take a look. Even if we don't find Gerfurler there, it will give us the chance to learn more about the Yok Huy. The gravesites is somewhat northwest of here. Well, we can leave from that side of the village for a start, shall we? Sure. Let's go. This away. Another name. Gorhorler. Gorhorler is also a good name. Oh my god. That is just gorgeous. The others have gone on ahead to proof, following the trail west. There are sharp drops everywhere, so we're all moving at our own pace. Some of us are not built for craggy terrain. From one Lalafell to another, huh? I thought to get my bearings from up here first so I don't stumble off a cliff. Why don't you try catching up to Aaronville? He should be able to point you in the right direction. Good thing. Very hungry? I mean, get something to eat. Also, if you want to take up baking, just take up baking. There's a lot of things you can make quite cheaply and quite easily, and then you learn from there. That's what I've been doing. I started with super simple stuff. Just like normal sponges and stuff, and as I learned more, I try to make more complicated things. And there's still a ton of stuff that's beyond me, but it's not quite mountain climbing, but these steep slopes are exhausting enough. Yeah, it's like the trails close to where I live. Vertical as all hell. Sometimes you do wind up having to use your hands. Catastrophic with an oven? I feel that. I've been there. I did make an absolutely just sad bake last week. I tried to make like somewhat genuine Turkish baklava. Completely fucked it. Like, you can't even call it baklava. It was borderline inedible. But that is a pastry that requires a lot of technique that I just don't have. And it just takes practice. But that shit was, that was like 30 euro or something, just in the bucket. It just, down the drain. Throw it in the bin. 30 euro plus like the hours it took to prepare, but yeah. Take a look at this crater. There is no wood, no trees, not even dried grass, and yet the ground still burns. This must be one of the scars left by Valigarmanda's rampage, as told by the saga. The Skyrune's fires are described as eternal, flames that can be quenched by neither storm nor time. And here I thought it was a literary embellishment. But now I've lost sight of Wuklamat. Proof is northwest along the main road, so hopefully she's still heading the right way. Interesting explanation. I kind of was hoping for a non-magical explanation, that there's just like the ground exudes gas or something. Because that is a thing. There are fires like this around the world that's just the ground is like slowly seeping fuel. And it's cool as hell. It's some Silent Hill shit. Also, I should be on the lookout for ether currents, probably. But I'm not gonna go super out of my way. That's an S rank for sure. I wonder if people have started organizing hunt trains already, or no. Or it's probably not an S rank, it's probably an A rank, but still. Also, is this whole thing a graveyard? Yeah, I guess it is. Big graveyard. Patient Gravekeeper. Ah, you've come. Okay, thank you for the input. Haha, Wuklamat wins again. I guess you do. It's a little unfair to us Lalafels, but okay. Looks like everyone is here now, so... Greetings, friend. Are you Gerfurler? No, I am not. The High Luminary did, however, task me with providing a lesson on sepulchres to those who came in search of him. Oh, so we're meant to find our way here after all. Are you to tell us who is buried here? No. One is buried here. No one is buried here in the sense you mean. When a body has served its purpose, we consign it to the flames, then scatter its ashes across the peaks. Ah. That's what my family do as well. They're all scattered in the same place. Moreover, we do not conceive of death as others do. For us, a person does not die when their heart ceases to beat, but only when they are no longer born in the hearts of all who know them. Remembrance is important. This is why we build our sepulchres before age or mishap claims us, that we might etch ourselves into living chronicle for all eternity. That is very cool. You etch your own biography, and that is what you leave behind when you die. That's sick as hell. This grave belongs to a good friend. His mortal vessel ended in its journey some years ago, but he lives within me even now. Up there stands my own sepulchre. As long as it exists, so too will I. I will endure in the hearts of those who read my grave glyphs, in the same manner my friend does in mine. Has it always been thus for your people? This conception of existence and death? Continue along this path to the indelible passage. Behold the history upon its walls, and you may find the answers to your questions. Then that is what we will do. Your traditions are fascinating, and I'd love to know more. I thank you for allowing me to share them, for in doing so I will remain in your hearts also. I fucking love these guys. We have a lot in common ideologically. Also, you wouldn't be happening to hide a little ether current somewhere in your sepulcher, or not, sepulcher is not the collective word. Where is it hiding? A step further up, I guess. Nope. To the east. How did I fuck that up? I don't really want to do too much of this hunting on stream, but since we're a little bit a ways away from... Oh, did I just read northwest? Yeah, I accidentally misread it as northwest instead of northeast. It's just I want to grab the ether currents I can that are like on the way, and then the ones that are like a little bit more spread out I can get offline easily. There's no rush. I like to stay on task as much as possible during the streams. Whoa. As I'm probably gonna be here for most of the days up until like Thursday, because I've just taken a ton of time off so I can deal with this without like splitting focus. Fucking motorbikes outside. Let me kill this. I have a hunt mark for this guy. One more. I do this right after I said I was going to stay on mission too, but hopefully you will indulge me. There we go. Oops. There we go. was worried I didn't have the right thing equipped. There we go. We are entering the mountain. Hello, a fellow we met at Proof suggested that we come here. Yes, the High Luminary commanded that I watch for your arrival. As the chronicler of our people, it has ever been my family's duty to pass on the teachings of these murals from generation to generation. Ooh. Very pretty. I wish the camera would pause more on them, but I hope we get another opportunity to look at these up close. They really are magnificent, and together they tell the tale of your people's history. They are the events which shaped us. I would share them with you ere you continue on your way. Please, we would love to hear all about it. Then I will begin. Oh, there is so much like detail to look at. Whoever artist like in-house did these, full kudos for like replicating the aesthetic. Looks very cool. The first mural depicts a time more than 1100 years ago, an age of great prosperity for the Yok Huy. Blessed with size and strength unmatched by other peoples, our ancestors marched forth and brought much of Dawntrail under their dominion. Then, when all before them had been conquered, they turned their gaze northwards, seeking to expand their territory and power. Sorry, I just want to look at these for a bit. Very cool. Here we see the expedition to Dawntrail, or Shak, probably Dawntrail. Unable to cross the strait by ship, our forefathers set to building a bridge to the northern lands. A grand labor which consumed the greater part of a century. Zorgor. Their fucking names, I swear to God. Zorgor the Boundless. We still make use of that bridge in Tulialal for travel. I can't imagine the... Oh, this is Wuklamat saying this. I can't imagine the patience and dedication it took to complete a work of that scale. But I've never heard of any Yok Huy living in Dawntrail. What happened to the ones who went north? Look upon this next mural and behold the answer. The scene Kryl pitching in. The scene suggests that many giants perished all at once. What manner of enemy could have repelled their invasion? See? This is my with what little we saw in the pre-release trailers and stuff. I think this might delve into like some second Umbral era stuff, because that was supposed to be a Calamity of Thunder and purple. But this is also sickness. I don't know. This could tie into so many different lore things. I guess we just have to like wait and see. Also, Mesoamerican art is so uniquely vibrant. Yeah. Big time. It is. I fucking love murals like that. It's crazy. It's such a good aesthetic. A foe unnamed and unseen. When the expedition pushed forth into Dawntrail, those 1,000 years ago, its soldiers were felled by disease. Okay. Some terrible illness? No virulent plague or newly arisen blight. For the local Tonawauta and Shitona, it was but a mild affliction of the sort that comes with the turning of the season. Oh, they all died from the flu. What manifested for them as slight fevers and coughs, however, proved deadly to our people. Out of every 10 Yok Huy who joined that northern campaign, 9 succumbed to the infection. Those who survived continued to suffer, finding it difficult to sire offspring. I've heard of this before. Lacking an inherited resistance, visitors to distant lands can fall deathly ill to diseases locals might shrug off. These events also have given rise to the practice of cremation rather than the burial of mortal remains. Oh yeah. That progression makes a certain amount of sense. This final mural depicts the return of our grieving brethren to Urkapacha. The reason they first left, why they had fought so long and pushed so far, was to ensure peace for our homeland. Ah, a very good parallel for Zoral Ja. They got the smallpox blankets? Yeah, big time. This undertaking began in ancient times, when our forebears learned they shared the continent with people unlike to us in appearance and custom. They feared invasion was inevitable. Rather than meekly await their fate, they decided to strike the first blow, yet as they fought on and on, the old idea of peace drifted further and further away. Only after the disaster in Shaktural and their withdrawal to the mountains did they come to understand. The peace we envisioned had been ours for the taking all along. It was here, in the place which birthed us, here in the stones upon which we recorded our days, here, in this tranquil life we had traded for conquest and conflict. When you do nothing but fight, it can blind you to what's right before your eyes. And so we return to the present. I trust you found this brief history of our people enlightening. I'm always glad to learn more about my fellow Turali, how you've lived until now and how you wish to live from now on. Then I believe you are ready to proceed. The High Luminary bids you meet him upon the summit of Workorzormor. That's the big mountain. I had a feeling we'd end up scaling that big old mountain. Well, it's a feat worthy of the name. Follow the trails south of here to begin your ascent, but be wary. Beyond the entryway, the mountainside is home to ferocious beasts, both mundane and otherwise. We'll keep that in mind. Thank you for the warning and the lesson. Finally we know where we're going, to the top of Workorzormor. And so we go. Thank you, Todd, yeah. Thank God we get to go up a mountain. Off we go. Oh, just saw in chat they do hunt trains. But I will not be joining such endeavors on stream, and probably not until I'm level 100. How we doing, LSA? This thin mountain air is going to be the death of me. How long have you been standing there? I was just taking in the scenery is all. Come on, we don't want to fall too far behind Alphino and the others. Damn! Are you losing ground to Alphino? That's a first. Jesus. Up we go. Oh yeah, so these would be remnants from Valley Garmunda. That's pretty cool. Ooh. Big bird. This is where we begin the climb, huh? We're going up that thing. You see the vertical mountain? The unclimbable mountain? That's where we're going. Remember how the chronicler was saying that the more they fought, the further away they moved from their idea of peace? It occurs to me that if Zoral Ja is attempting the feat of proof, then he will have heard the same lesson. I can only hope that it's made him reconsider his own stance on educating people through war. Yeah, I think Jalul is onto something about cultivating the claimants. Wuklamut gazes up at the summit of Workorzormor. Tall.
Gods, that is one tall mountain. And we're supposed to climb it?
Try at least. Hello?
Farther. Tomar.
Do not expect to walk here unchallenged. Tell me, stunted ones. Did those short legs bring you all the way from Tulialal? I don't think these guys are friendly.
He's speaking the old Yok Huy tongue. The words are difficult to catch.
Though your words are crude and cumbersome, I use them for your benefit.
Thank you.
You are a claimant in this right of succession.
That's right.
Then, if you die, Tuliyola loses a potential ruler.
Rude.
That's a dark thing to say, friend. I get the feeling you don't share the opinions of the other Yok Huy we've met.
We do not grovel before Gulul, Jar Jar, like those shameless lapdogs.
Uh-huh.
My brethren and I are conquerors, and we will restore our people to their rightful place as Tural's overlords.
Uh-huh.
The giants have their own factions too, it seems.
You think your kin weak for showing deference to my father, but they do not follow the man. It is his peace they respect, a peace they always wanted, which they realized could be had right here.
Justifications of the craven. They turn their gaze from our ancestors, from the dream we kept alive for 1,000 years and more.
If you say so.
They are unworthy of bearing our legacy. I will reclaim the glory of our people.
There's a lot of parallels to be drawn here between you and some other folks we know.
And our ascension begins with the death of the third promise.
Good luck with that.
Stop! I don't want to fight you!
Then die on your knees.
Bird. Crystal bird.
Opportunistic vermin seek to feast on us, do you?
Is this gonna be our shot to escape?
Get down here. Your neck will be the first I snap this day.
Cool beard.
That's right!
Never mind. Damn, explode that bird. So you're gonna be a boss in the dungeon, that's for sure. A little bit of healing. What the fuck does my phone want me?
Why do you help us?
Why not?
I didn't put much thought into it. My legs were moving before I knew what was happening. I suppose I feared you'd die before we had the chance to get to know each other. Before I could learn more about you.
She truly is an anime protagonist.
To what end?
Oh, that's simple. If we're to share the land, it's the best way for us to become friends. How is he?
He'll live. Not quite ready to walk under his own strength, however.
If you could stay and tend to him, the rest of us will continue on to Wokozormo.
Understood. Be careful up there.
This changes nothing. We will not forsake our conquest.
Okay, be mad about it.
As you like. You want to kill me, you're welcome to try. But right now, you might want to worry about your comrade.
On a mountain of that size, there are bound to be creatures even I've never heard of. I'll trust you to lead the way.
Fair enough.
Then we climb. Gufurlor is waiting.
Let's go. And it's going to be another dungeon we run with the trust system. So I want to see what the NPCs have to say. Records armor now accessible. Time to bring the homies.
Let's get to it.
Yeah. That's gonna be our group. Mountain. Big fuck off mountain. Cool. Hello, you little freaks. Alright, let's go. Up we go. What is that? Hello? You little freak? Hi? Okay, I guess we're fighting you. Up we go, I guess. Zerolja! Are you gonna one-shot this bird? You've caught up, since I've been toying too much with my prey. Ah, that was unintended. We'll have to find another path. Think of it as an added test of your resourcefulness. Alright, cool. I was correct, we're bumping into the other claimants. Very cool. Up we go. Very, very up. That's an ether current, alright. And there's the bird. Oh, it's almost a shame that they put a cloud line It would have been cool to see the landscape. I will say, also as an old-time Monster Hunter player, seeing this sort of architecture with the red banners. I know this is like based off of Himalayan temples or something like that, but it's an aesthetic I never get tired of. Very cool. We better be going on top of all of this. It seems like we will, with a staircase up there. I think it would be a cool vista. I wonder if Gerfurler is gonna be like the boss. We have to not only find him, but beat him in a test of strength. Seems plausible. I think indeed we are fighting Gerfurler. You look a bit differently shaped than the other ones we've met though. Or, oh no, it's just a helmet. Well, he is differently shaped, but just in that he is gigantic.
I am Gerfurler, Elector of the Dawn Servant. Prepare to be tested.
Our first bona fide test of strength. Alright.
Prove you are worthy to rule.
So Haymaker is the raid wide. And we have Stonework.
Chronicles of End. Recount the fury of erupting peaks.
Okay. So depending on what sigil he's showing, the stone will have different properties, I'm guessing? No water.
Tear the hunger of roiling waters.
And it sends you roughly 2 squares
I
for
will
9.
take the measure of your resolve.
Try this!
Alright.
Implacable strength of the mountain, be mine!
Oh, we gotta eat these? Oh, they're damage up orbs. Gotcha. Oh, there's more. I thought we were done. I don't think he got a single one.
Your thunder roars!
I should have loaded my motifs a little earlier.
That you should endure my fury. Chronicles of End. Record the cruelty of merciless storms.
Let's see if Surecast protects me. It does. Let them lose tornadoes that are going to be moving. Okay. And then we get sent again. This is a pretty fun boss. I really like what they've done mechanically with the dungeons so far. They've been pretty interesting. Now we're mixing Question is, in which order these will resolve? Okay. I can fuck with it.
I'll handle the healing. I'll handle the healing.
Shit kinda hurts. For being a normal dungeon. And it's wind again. Oh, defeated. We've done it. Yahoo! Another stone. What I'm curious about is that the other trial, I think I did well considering our opponent. Yes, you did, Kral. I'm so proud of you. That was some fight. Papa knows how to pick his electors. You got nothing to say, Alize? Okay. It makes me wonder if fighting Valley Garmunda is on purpose. I thought we were eventually going to fight it because of either an accident or malicious intent, right, of someone breaking the seal, and then we have to clean it up. But considering there's still like 1 feat, I don't know, maybe we have to prove that we can banish a troll.
Good, Claimant. Once more, I name myself Gur Fulur, High Luminary to my people, and chosen Elector of the Dawn Servant.
That's the voice I like to do when I pretend I have a low voice, isn't it?
Hello, I am Bikuban.
That's just what he's doing. I know his tricks.
You are much bigger than the others in the village.
He's a few apples tall, for sure.
All Yok Huy were once my equal in size, but ever since we were decimated by disease, it is rare to see a child reach our former stature.
You speak of the contagion which afflicted the Shaktural expedition, the one recorded in your murals.
It is a chapter of our history that is entangled with the legend of the Golden City.
I've heard that legend originated with the Yok Huy. Is this true?
With the visions our ancestors had, to be precise. Preceding the campaign into Shaktural, many were visited by dreams of glittering splendor. They described a paradise that knew neither war nor famine, where people lived lives of eternal happiness. A single dreamer might have been dismissed, but when dozens, if not hundreds, spoke the same, the luminaries became convinced it was divine revelation.
Then the expedition.
Its purpose was to find the City of Gold. Yes, help was marshaled from all the territories under our control. Lands were scoured on a massive scale.
Ah, little wonder the legend is so similar across Tural. Those involved with the search would have passed the stories
Oh,
down
yeah.
to their children.
That tracks. Hi, gang. Sorry we beat you to it. We're just cool like that.
Another claimant.
Oh my god. The nerd has no stamina.
Test your worth, as I have tested those who came before you.
Yeah, he's just ready for round 2. Easy. Oh, little sippy. He's like me, as long as you're hydrated, you can do anything.
Here and now, I think he means.
Yeah. Bye, you dum-dums. My little Three Stooges. He's my favorite leitmotif.
Well fought,
Oh my god.
second promise. For you and your sister's success in performing the feat of proof. You both shall be rewarded.
Oh, it's the first time they use fucking... Oh, I forget what the track is called now. It's something New Dawn. Onto a New Dawn or something like that.
3 to go.
Hell yeah. Well, 3 to go. Assuming we steal your stone back.
It would have been to race thee and thine to the summit. Though mayhap not whilst being hounded by Bakul Jaja and his minions.
Mm.
Again, that swine shows his disdain for the right.
Strangely, despite his eagerness to antagonize us, he withdrew as soon as we fought back in earnest. I cannot fathom what he was trying to achieve.
Yeah, I'm not sure what he's playing at. There's a part of me that thinks he's just here to
On a
sabotage.
similar note, I'm also curious as to why you chose the peak of Warkor Zormor for the conclusion of this feat. The earlier stages saw us learn the history of the Yok Huy. Does this location also hold some special meaning for your
I mean,
people?
there's a ton of inscriptions in the floor to start, I would presume.
Yes, it is a place of great significance.
Your eyes are so reflective. Holy shit, I can see the whole boss arena in that eyeball. That is unsettling. Okay.
All these monuments.
Oh.
Is this a burial ground?
Every high luminary before me is enshrined in this earth. Alongside them are the heroes who bravely stood their ground when Valley Armanda brought ruin to Urkopacha 8 decades past.
That is so vast. Jesus. Oh, hi.
That explains why there are so many.
Zorolja, I should have known you'd arrive here first.
Of course, the dude is a gigachad. Unfortunately, a bit of a fascist, but a gigachad nonetheless. Oh my god. Yeah, this dude is for sure pulling strings to sabotage us.
Third promise. How
Like, indirectly.
relieved I am to find you in good health.
For sure. For sure you are.
Zorolja, you bastard! I should end you here and now!
Remember where you are.
Oh.
You will mind your conduct, or you will leave.
Right. Sorry.
Yeah. Perspective. Important.
I see no reason to delay further. Show me my father's sepulchre.
Papa has a grave?
If he partakes in their customs, then yes. Of course he does.
Upon this monument are inscribed the names of those who sealed away the monstrous Valigarmanda, your fathers included.
Gulul Jaja, Master of Resolve and Reason, Champion of Peace.
Look at this one. Kettenram, Navigator of Uncharted Oceans.
Hey, we're dropping lore now. He was there?
Kettenrun, the Laminsan explorer. Does this mean he joined Gulul Jaja on his travels?
Kafkiwa, Seeker of the Unknown. How strange to see your name here.
Ooh. Oh, Arendelle, you're so full of secrets.
Unheard of to build living sepulchres for those who were not Yok Huy, but their great deed demanded recognition.
Master of Resolve and Reason, Champion of Peace? Papa really did some amazing things.
He carved his path with martial skill.
I mean, yeah.
Yet it was clever thinking which allowed him to trap Valigarmanda within its own ice magics.
Martial skill and clever thinking. I can't compete with Zorolja's mastery of the Head of Resolve's techniques. And when it comes to knowledge, Kona's the one who most takes after the Head of Reason.
And you're the heart. Oh.
Is there anything that I've gotten from Papa?
The power of
Something
friendship
better than
and
the others?
understanding. Fucking, you're the only one who's actually open to all of these cultures and rights and shit. You're the only one who hears these people truly. It's very easy to see, but you have his love for peace. That does count for something.
Papa's love for peace, for his people. That is what he's given me.
Yeah.
And I'm fighting to preserve the peaceful Tural he built.
This is such a nice little character turn. It makes me a bit emotional. It's very sweet. See? Can't be good.
What in the hells was that?
You have the hells in Tyrol?
You must return to Warlar's Echo immediately.
Okay.
Valigarmanda has broken free.
Rude.
I presume that was about the unholy sound?
Probably.
Valigarmanda is free.
We need to get back there, now!
Bakul is, like, responsible for this. Somehow, surely. We're gonna beat the shit out of this bird.
Fortuitous. We have been gifted an opportunity to outpace our rivals.
Yeah, it's this dude is fucking pulling... Okay, maybe Bakul isn't involved in this particular instance, but Surreal is manipulating the shit out of the field. This guy's scary. I want him out of the game. I don't know what he's fucking capable of. Oh, we will teleport, I presume. Fastest way. Hey, Alphino, we good? Let me actually, because I'm curious about continuity and stuff, I want to see what this looks like before I proceed with the quests. I'm sure they've accounted for it, I'm just curious what it looks like. Oh, I'm not allowed to enter. Well, that's one way to solve it. That is one solution. Alright. Hey Alfie, what are we doing? Good, you're back. There is much I would explain, but by the time I arrived to investigate a sudden surge in ether, there were already fallen giants everywhere. Right now everyone is preoccupied with treating the wounded. Pray catch your breath and then lend me a hand where you can. We will pick up Blood Red maybe? Blood Red. We may now enter Walker's Armor. Yeah, we can enter the dungeon again if we so please. Alphino would enlist your aid in checking on the injured Yok Huy. If you are ready, there are many injured here who would need aid. Should you find anyone passed out from their wounds, I ask that you alert me to them. Otherwise I shall be tending to whomever requires the most urgent healing. We can gather here once we've seen to the people's hurts. Yes. Let's fix things. Could I swap to a healing job, perhaps? Hey, Yorgo War. You, the third Promise's protector. Everything was bathed in bright red. A searing heat enveloped my entire body. I couldn't move. I'm sorry to hear. We'll see if we can get that sorted in a minute. Oh, Kryle, how's your administrations going? There, that should help. Rest a while and you'll be back on your feet in no time. Good job. I care less about the rest of these guys. Durfurlar. Roan. Everything burns. The touch of cloth is agony, yet I will live. Leave me, there are others in more dire need of help. So we shall. Welcome back, Dawntrail. We're in a bit of a catastrophe right now. A big monster has escaped its prison. Ah, my wounds are nothing serious, but my dryness... This dryness in my throat, it's as if all the moisture has left my body. Rough. Alright, Alfie, I've checked on the giants. How goes your search? I have done all I can for now. The injured you found were awake and alert then? Yes. That is well. The rest of the gang. We've left the injured as comfortable as we could. Many were suffering from burns to a greater or lesser degree. Did a fire sweep through the village? The details are unclear. Once I'd healed the giant attacked by that mountain bird, the group's leader, or Porlor I believe they called him, bade me depart. It was then that I felt an intense wave of ether, and returned to find Warlor's echo in the state. I rushed over to the first giant I saw. Though delirious with pain, he repeated the same warning. Belligarmanda had broken free. Thus did I contact you with all haste. Well, we're going to need more information than that before we can deal with the situation. Yes, we should speak with the Temple Guard and see what's become of the Skyrune's prison. Yeah, that's what I want to see. I tried to, but I was not allowed. What up? The High Luminary grants you entry and awaits you within. For sure.
What happened?
That's cleaner than I expected.
So it's true. The ice has failed.
Surmurwar, tell them what you told me.
A short while ago, a claimant paid us a
Okay,
visit.
it is Bakul. We get an echo? We haven't had an echo in a while. That is to say, first time this expansion.
Who enters this hallowed hall?
It's me, Dickhead Supreme.
Ah,
Or Dickheads.
Oh, and here we have the mighty Valigarmanda.
a terrifying Vidral. With every awakening, it has seared its ruinous name into the memories of a new generation.
What a good little terror. You've stayed napping right up until the day I needed you.
Explain yourself.
It is as they say. Kulul Jaja caused its magic to run rampant, trapping it in a frozen prison of its own creation.
Clever. Clever.
To unmake it, it would be quite tricky. 2 spells must be cast at the exact same moment. A conflagration intense enough to melt the ice, and awakening flame to rekindle the slumbering Vitral's soul. The only ones capable of such harmonious execution would be the heads of reason and resolve.
And the blessed siblings, Bakul Jaja.
Alright. Again, why though? I feel like you're not actually here for the throne at all. I think you're literally just here to sabotage it.
You mustn't!
Question is, for whose benefit? And I guess for Zeral, who's just unbeknownst probably.
Have. Rise and rage, little terror.
Cool bird. Damn.
I might have overdone the fire a bit.
Uh-huh.
Utter madness. Why have you done this?
For the throne, of course.
Uh-huh.
You unleash calamity for your own gain? Have you any idea how many may die?
Wreak havoc, Valigarmanda. Live up to your legend.
Not sure what to make of that.
A messenger to Tuli Yolol has been dispatched. The Landsguard will send a contingent I am sure. But there is no telling when they will arrive.
Idiot! This monstrous act is a step too far, even for him.
It's alright, we'll kick the shit out of him eventually.
What's the plan?
If we leave the withdrawal to others, it will be a massacre. Some might call it the wiser choice, if I don't want to fall behind the competition. But I could never live with myself. And my supporters deserve a better ruler. So that's that. I will stay and fight Valiarmanda. This is an enemy so powerful that even my father failed to slay it. Alone, I don't stand a chance. I understand you've no obligation to aid me outside the right of succession. But for the sake of Urkopacha and its people, I beg you, join me in this battle.
Sure. It's kind of what we do. This is the kind of challenge I live for.
Drawn to the chaos. You're as bad as Papa. Don't worry. The Sky Ruin should prove a big enough challenge for all of us.
For sure. I'm gonna eat more than a few Vuln stacks, probably.
Far be it from us to abandon a dear comrade in her time of need.
Dear comrades now, eh? I have to say, it does have a comforting ring to it.
Oh, you sweet baby.
Knowing someone has your back makes it easier to do what you have to do.
Yeah.
And what will we do?
One committed to winning the contest above all else would race on ahead.
If you resolve to slay Valigarmanta, we'll need to find out where the beast went.
I don't think they're leaving. I think they're setting up a plan B for trapping the beast again.
That's what we have you for, old friend.
Inform the Bello of the danger. They may need to flee to lower ground.
Alright. I'd like to keep going until we get to do this fight. I feel like it's not too far away from us. So Erinville, any ideas on how we can track Valigarmanda? The tried and true method of comparing sightings with other signs of passage is the most reliable, but also the most time-consuming. There is a second option, not as reliable as the first, but if we're lucky it will let us ascertain the Skyrune's whereabouts far more quickly. Though a Tural Vidral of extraordinary nature, Valigarmanda is still a creature of this world. Like you and me, it is thus sustained by corporeal energy and possesses a unique etherical balance, which means this device should come in handy. What do you have? What do you have? What do you have? Okay, sure. Cool. A floating hand? Now is not the time to be playing with toys. Uh-huh. This is no toy, it's an ether seeker. As the name suggests, gleaners use it to detect the ether of living beings. And you've had that in your pack this whole time? They can calibrate it to follow a specific ethereal aspect. The problem with Valigarmanda, however, is that it can shift freely between the elements of fire, ice, or lightning. Well, we know that in order to awaken Valigarmanda from his icy imprisonment, Bakul Jaja cast a spell which quickened its fire-aspected ether, and the residents here were uniformly afflicted with burns. Therefore, the logical conclusion is that upon breaking free, Valigarmanda has unleashed a great fiery blast. And the choice is plain: fire. The Seeker, however, is not without its faults. As we were not able to input our car's unique etheric signature in advance, the device will respond to any living source of fire-aspected ether. So we have the reliable yet slow method of information gathering versus the potentially swift but easily misled Gleaner tool. I say why not pursue both methods at the same time. I agree. Good idea. We'll have the first to fall back on if the second fails. You travel with me then, Bibiku, in case the Seeker leads me to some other fiery fiend. A sound plan. The rest of us can stay behind and talk to eyewitnesses. The more the Skyrim sightings we can compare, the more accurate our information will be. If no one has any objections, I shall remain here in the village and tend to the Yok Huy. Very few are seriously injured, but I am wary of wounds inflicted by a creature like Valigarmanda. I should like to be close at hand should their condition suddenly worsen. Right, it sounds like we all have work to do. Yes. We should be on our way as well. Aaronville. Pointing the way. Aaronville is ready to send his ether-seeking device in pursuit of Valigarmanda. We'll head to the outskirts of the village first and set the Seeker to detect fire-aspected ether. Alright. Hello, chicken drumstick. Alright. Lead the way, Arundel. Right, the Seeker is ready to go. Warlord's Echo is still suffused with the Skyrim's residual ether, so I have excluded it from the search area to prevent it from swamping the sensors. Let's begin tracking, shall we? Once you choose to depart, yeah, we're going to be accompanied by Arundel. Affirmative, tracking nearest source of fire-aspected ether. Go. Source of fire-aspected ether located. Tracking disengaged. Not quite the legendary creature we were after. Not quite. Would you mind dealing with that fire sprite? It will continue to confuse the Seeker if we let it be. No problem. Alright. Dealt with. Are you proud of me, Aaron? A necessary measure, I'm afraid. Let's try this again. Affirmative, tracking nearest source of fire respected ether. I think I see our next target. I can speak good. Source of fire respected ether located. Frightening enough, but again, not what we're looking for. If you would be so kind. Of course. I will dispatch it post-haste. My thanks. I had asked if it gave you any trouble, but considering who I'm talking to... ... Seeker, resume tracking, and do not... and try to not point... and do try to point out something useful this time. Affirmative, resuming dragging. Where are we? God, this sun is big. Oh, it's multiple fire bastards. Oh, this seems promising though. Another remnant of Valigarmanda's last rampage. The crater's flames registered to the Seeker as corporeal ether. In the words of the Tulilal saga, when Valigarmanda rages out of control, its fire burns forever, its eyes does not thaw, and its lightning crackles without cease. Thus was the Dawn Servant able to turn the Skyrune's perpetual magic against itself, trapping it within an unmelting prison of ice. This is no mundane fire, but some kind of everlasting sorcery. Once again, it is a strange feeling to see fanciful poetry proven true. The important thing is that the fire was classified as living ether. We can feed a sample into the Seeker and greatly improve its accuracy. One moment. Don't burn yourself. Careful. There. Now the Seeker should ignore any etheric signature but Valigarmanda's. Had I realized this was possible from the start, then you needn't have fought those creatures at all. My apologies. It seems I still have much to learn from this journey, as a gleaner and as a guide. That's okay, buddy. The Skyrune. Erenville is ready to resume tracking on Valigarmanda. This time the Seeker should be attracted solely to Valigarmanda's ether. Resume tracking based on the latest sample. Affirmative, resuming tracking. Sample ethereal signature detected, engaging accelerated pursuit mode. Oh shit. Oh, accelerated pursuit means we get to skip. That's nice. Still no teleport target that speeds this up, we just have to walk. Although we can see, what the fuck was the village called again? Wachimpalu. Oh my god, I never attuned to their etherite. Aren't I the fool? But yeah, it's cool that you can see Wachimpalu all the way from up here. I've caught up. I'm here, finally. Good, the Seeker was drawn directly to the Skyrune's fire. Now we know we've set the correct parameters for its ethereal aspect. I'll try increasing the threshold for etheric concentration. That should direct us to the Tural withdrawal itself. Recalibrating sensors for zooming tracking. Oh god. I have to go even further. I have to go through the thing. Oh, I took that route last time. Well, no harm in taking a slightly different route. That's a lot of fire. We are exploring. I wonder what this is. Looking forward to getting there. Alright, alright. I want to fight the big bird. And I want to fight it now. Hello again, Aaronville. I don't know how you're so fast, but I think we'd notice if Alargamanda was inside this passage. Let's head through to the other side. Yeah, then why the fuck are we meeting here? My brother, come on. First time we're on the other side. The cute little valley. It's freaking out.
Trail ends here, it seems. Could Valigarmanda have shifted its elemental aspect? It does have 3 to choose from, after all. In any case, I'm almost certain the Vidral was headed in the direction of Warkor Lardor. We should let the others know we have a likely location.
Alright, that works. Thank you for your hard work, little pointer hand.
Alphino is assisting the Yok Huy with their evacuation. He thought they could use a healing hand with the injured.
So where is Valigarmanda?
Warkor Lardor. Its stratified layers contain a wealth of crystals, said to be the source of its many-colored glow. After 80 years of imprisonment, the Vidral will be in dire need of sustenance. It would have been drawn to the mountain's energies.
So Valigarmanda seeks to replenish its ether.
Then we'd better not give it the chance.
Stop!
Oh, okay. Might be. Hey, dum-dums.
That mountain is sacred ground.
This...
I forbid you to set foot on it.
This bird is about to kill all of you. I think it might be time to rise above this.
Sorry, It is not our intention to trespass. But you must understand, that's where Valliarmanda has gone. If we don't slay it now, it will slaughter countless innocents. Just like in the old days, I beg you, permit us to enter.
Out of the question.
Die then, I guess.
Your band is incapable of defeating Valliarmanda. Either you seek to defile Warcor Lara Door, or you are fools.
If you doubt their chances, how would you feel were we to join them?
Hey, the gang. There they are. What have you been doing?
The monument to Valliarmanda's defeat bears the names of 7 heroes. With our forces combined, we also number 7.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I was about to. I just wanted to check if that included Aaronville or not, because I feel like that might be charitable. I don't think he wants to be part of that 7.
7 weaklings are no less doomed than 4.
I could slap you upside the head. And you wouldn't even fucking have a chance to stop me.
Zoralcha, you've come to help as well.
No, he's just being like, nah, I'm passing by. Don't mind me.
Against my sound advice. While the rest of you were tussling with this sky ruin, we might have secured an insurmountable lead.
A minor delay. It will not change the contest's outcome. I would take the measure of his Tural Vidral my father was unable to kill.
Both my brothers here. This battle is all but won.
Your celebration is premature. I never said I would let you pass.
Just fucking... Yeah, this dude will...
Brother, no! We do not bear arms against our own people!
What an odd thing to say. As I recall, the inhabitants of Chirwagur Sultan do not consider themselves members of the Tuliyolal nation. I'd hardly call them our own people.
What does that matter? Members or not, everyone in Tural is part of our dream for peace. If you would hurt them, then you'll have to go through me.
I am also here.
She saved me from the mountain bird. Now, then, the same eyes. Eyes of stone. Words of stone.
We are still in her debt. This is true.
Hey, Poxy, how you doing?
Consider the debt repaid. But do not misunderstand. We do not submit to
Yeah, that's fine.
Tuliolan
You can do
rule.
your own shit.
Aye, you've made your point. We can talk more once the contest is over.
I ask your name.
Wuklamat, baby, don't forget it.
Wuklamat, protector of peace, and soon-to-be Dawn servant.
He's just like, okay. I guess. Bye.
even people with wildly different ideals can find understanding through earnest discussion. I believe that wholeheartedly.
Alizé has never been online, I'm sorry to
As
say.
do I. I won't give up until we reach a compromise.
Assuming you survive.
True.
My old bones and I will be waiting here for the true heir's return.
Shut the fuck up, Cyril.
Your thoughts have always been a mystery to me, brother. But I'm relieved to see you put aside the contest for the sake of the greater good.
Our nation is a fortress, and its people the bricks with which it is built. The more that are lost or broken, the weaker Tuli Yolal becomes.
Seriously?
Even the crudest rock has value as a stepping stone.
Like, he's almost reasonable. Like, I think he's savable.
Come on, you two. Forget about the right of succession for now, and help me fight this overgrown snake bird.
Snakebird time, snakebird time.
I don't care how strong the Sky Ruin may be. We're going to put this menace down for good.
Thanks for the prime, very much appreciated.
I don't know who that tiger lady is, but would.
You and the rest of the fucking player base, I swear to God. That is not a hot take. Everyone is fucking so ready for Lamont. Oh shit, we just get to... it's already available. We get to queue in. I am not gonna use the trust system for this, because I don't think it's as giving for trials, usually. It's kind of fun just getting in there with people and running it. And hopefully the queue is not too long. It does say average wait time 10 minutes, which has me a little bit worried. Maybe we should just go in with NPCs. Keep things moving. I honestly didn't think there was going to be that much of a wait. Yeah, let's use the trust system just to keep it moving. Because I want to eat dinner at some point as well. That's a little bit why I'm rushing as well. It's like I want to reach a nice sort of milestone where you can sort of bookend it. Form a party. I don't think we have the liberty to choose at all. It's just we have who we have. Let's go. Yo. Bird. Very bombastic theme. Okay, let's go. Okay. Okay, and that's a proximity. Proximity again. And then for sure he will start to combine these. to the sides, maybe? Oh, it's a cone even. Jesus. Oh. I need to stay closer to the center. Oh, wow, okay. Jesus. And southeast. Oh shit. Oh my god, that's so cool though. Damn it. That's the cone. Whoa! Oh my god, that was like pixel perfect. Jesus. I have a hard time telling what's what here. I'm just gonna trust these guys. Oh, okay.
The stars shall grant thee succor.
Okay. Uh-huh. Oh, we're changing the landscape again. Wow. The extreme fight for this is gonna be so cool.
Out of my way!
Okay. Oh, you have to lead the thunderbolts to the... No? Unsure. Now we're returning to status quo. This is so much to parse. This is way more elaborate than I was expecting. I can't really join that, sorry. Oh, it's gonna be with every way up here, huh? This is gonna be crazy with people. Iced. Oh my god. Oh my god. Holy shit. This is so much more bombastic than I thought it was going to be. Okay. We can do this with a player party too. I think it would be healthier to think of it the other way around. Like, this is designed for 8 players, and then if for whatever reason you're unable to find 8 people, you can also do it solo with NPCs. I fucked up. I fucked up very badly. That is the worst possible time they could have rescued me. Oh shit. I read that incorrectly initially. The extreme version of this fight is going to be so intense. I'm super looking forward to this. It's gonna be fucking crazy.
That's far enough.
Oh, I get to LP3. I just want to make sure. Oh, I need to be down. Oh, okay. Well, that was stupid of me, but whatever. Gotta learn. I get to limit break. I'm gonna die. I get to limit break. Oh well. I just barely stepped out of that in time.
Innovation is the key to victory.
And defeats. And this one's gonna be super fun and extreme. Even just the normal fight. Getting this in like trial roulette. It has a lot of variation for being a trial fight. GG. Yes. Yahoo! Rip the giant chicken. Never to be seen again until we unlock extreme mode at level 100. And get to fight it again with new mechanics. Oh.
We did it. We slew Valiarmanda.
We sure did.
A feat
baby
that
girl?
even the great Gulul Chacha couldn't manage. For you, Papa!
Hell yeah. Stillwood, calm down. Calm down.
There's no denying it was an impressive achievement, but I wouldn't be so quick to claim we've outdone Father. The Fidral was weakened by decades of imprisonment. Had we faced it in its prime, we wouldn't have fared a fraction as well.
Fair point.
How can you say that? 80 years couldn't have made that much of a difference.
The fuck are you talking about?
Oh, who am I kidding? Papa's still the best.
You have a ways to go.
You're right about that. I need to improve if I want to surpass the old man.
Yeah. And you did okay as well, I guess.
The sky ruin lies dead, and still, I've yet to prove myself the miracle.
Well, I suppose we should head back and join Erenville.
We did leave him with only Sarelja for
Oh
company.
yeah, I didn't even think about that. That's a fucking miserable duo. Ah, what do you say, Erenville? Your proud expressions bespeak a successful hunt, not that I'm surprised in the least. Zaral Jah came back earlier, but left almost immediately with Salil Jah in tow. He seemed disinclined to share in any victory celebrations. That's nothing unusual for Zaral Jah. No, it's Bakul Jaja that concerns me. He is probably far ahead now, making the most of the mayhem he caused. I still can't believe he did something so evil just to slow us down. If we hadn't slain Valar Gamanda, it wasn't only Urqupacha at risk, there would have been deaths across the entire continent. I'm more certain than ever that Bakul Jaja cannot be allowed to rule. I have to catch him and take back my keystone. What do you have to say just for now? Okay, this is the final quest, so we'll run this one and then we're gonna be done for the day. Thancred would suggest sharing the news of your victory. The Yok Huy must still be anxious, wondering where and when Valar Gamanda will strike next. I suggest we hurry back and allay their fears. Alpha knows as well, I should think. Yes, you're right. We shouldn't let them worry another moment. And off we go. Up we go. The gang is already waiting. Before we do anything else, we should talk to Gerferler.
To the temple, then?
Yep.
That won't be necessary. Heroes of the hour. Valar Gamanda is no more. Yours is a victory worthy of song.
We had plans for a second feat to be conducted here in town. But the recklessness of your fellow claimant has rendered them pointless.
Answers that question.
A second feat?
The feet of ice. You are to fortify Valigarmanda's prison. How shall we proceed, High Luminary?
I mean, we kind of exceeded your expectations on that one.
We test Zurmurwer. They have defeated the Sky Ruin and saved the gods know how many lives. If they are not worthy heirs to Kulul Jaja, then no one is.
Here's those stones.
Now that our last claimant has arrived, we can proceed with the formalities. For the skill and bravery the three of you have shown, I award you each a second keystone.
Thank you. Into the tablet it goes. That's right, the square goes into the square hole.
That makes 5. Only 2 left to collect.
Yeah, we're making fast progress.
Except that one of those 5 is in Bakul Jaja's thieving hands. He will answer for that. And for losing Valigarmanda.
For sure.
You have brought lasting tranquility to our home and earned the gratitude of every Yok Huy. May glory and prosperity continue to bless Tuliolol as we enter this new age.
Well said. And off they go.
Was never much of a talker, our brother. If you're up for it, you should visit the capital. I'd like everyone to get to know you and your people better.
Ha! I'll consider it. If it's one of you two who claims the throne.
Then you need only await a missive from Sunperch. I'll be sending out invitations.
Oh, this guy.
Today is a day for unusual visitors.
You... Woklamat, was it not? I doubted you could slay Valigarmanda, but the quiet skies proclaim your triumph. Had the Vidral been suffered to roam free, it would have terrorized us all. Once again, we find ourselves in your debt.
It's alright.
You owe us nothing. We fought because we wanted to.
Yet a debt has been incurred. All the same, it will haunt me if I do not repay it.
I feel like this guy. This guy gets me.
never
Whenever
know
someone
what to
does me a
ask
favor,
for.
I'm just like, okay, cool. I bring up the ledger.
Perhaps he can tell us about the dreams of the Golden City.
Oh, good idea. That was on my list of questions I wanted to ask.
What fucking list? You don't write.
Golden dreams. Yes, we have records of our forebears and their visions from the time before the Shaktural expedition.
What did your forebears see?
heavenly land, suffused with a golden glow. Its people lived as gods, never aging, never dying, free from hardship and conflict. Every building was a palace, and in their midst reigned a silent goddess, a statue so tall even my kin would need lift their gaze to behold its visage.
A statue of a goddess. That's new.
Aye, and compared to the abstract imagery we'd previously heard, this was a detailed description.
The dreamers were consumed by their visions.
I'm so curious about this part of the story.
Paradise they'd been shown. They journeyed to Shak Tural, where they died in droves.
Those who go in search of the Golden City do not return. The tales Wook Evu shared may have been rooted in historical fact.
Perhaps. Who can know the truth of it? Once our ancestors left the forest, there were no more dreams.
The forest?
Oops.
What
I
do you
zoned
mean?
out and skipped that a little early. Mighty.
From the very first, the visions were set to visit only those who worked the quarries in Yaktel. But after they were ravaged by disease and saw fewer newborns, they were forced to abandon that territory. Once our people's withdrawal to Urkopacha was complete, we never again dreamed of the Golden City.
So only Yok Huy in that one specific area experienced the visions. Fascinating.
Well, we're headed to Yaktel next. Maybe we'll find out more when we get there. Thank you for sharing your stories with us.
I do not
Okay, chill.
require gratitude.
Chill.
I merely repaid a debt.
Calm down.
Farewell, Wook Lamat. I do not think our paths will cross again.
Yeah. Cheering looking ass. Alright, you need to calm down too. We don't need no fighting. No fighting, no fighting. Shakira, Shakira. Alright. We're done with this chapter now, I believe. I don't think Vorporlor... Again, these fucking names are killing me. Just look at these fools in the background. Fucking Zermerwer and fucking Jorzer are killing me. I don't think Vorporlor and his brethren will have a sudden change of heart about Tuliolal. But that doesn't mean they'll never change it at all. Today is proof of that. Complete. And level up. 95. This is a resting zone? It is a resting zone. I think this is a perfectly good place to leave off for the day. We've completed one chapter of sorts and we're ready to start another. So that is just what I will do. I might start streaming a little later tomorrow, because I'm probably going to spend some of the morning